Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 36 yards out. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half.
Rosas set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check. Check 3. Wide. Check, Bobcat.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Off the play fake, here's Jackson looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. The tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, wherever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins 48, Jaguars nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
Check. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 5'9".
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mike, check. 59. Record, check that. Street. Check your hot read.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, check 24.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check, 59. Get ready. Mike's 5'9".
They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go. Let's do it. Good job, yo.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
I can't believe they even let you play.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight's final score, Dolphins 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, They boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.